just woken up from her, well, I guess you could call it a nap, when she felt very sick. Yes, she asked groggily as Grape said, "Hello, friend?" "Whoa," she said. "You're awake," Grape said. My scales," she had said. "Well, I would recommend looking at your talons," Grape said. What? She stammered. "I can be a guard now," she finally realized. "But we won't be able to live in the forest. Well, we can live in the forest. We won't be able to live in the palace." Maybe the woods, she suggested to Grape. "That's a safe place, right?" "I told everyone something," Grape confessed. "What?" she asked. Grape hesitated, thinking about what to say. "I told them you had a really big, contagious sickness that we'd have to live in the forest, like you said. That's... Wait, I can be your guard then." She noticed. Grape started fidgeting with her talons. "We could live in that old den I used to have." "I don't need protecting. I'm really fierce," Grape said. "But if it makes you happy..." "Of course," she said. "Come on. Let me lead you to my house." And just like that, all of her life's contempts gone, and an even greater one, a new adventure, a new beginning, somewhere where she could start over, unnoticed and free. She turned around to make sure Grape was following her. Oh, yep, she was. So she turned around and kept going, farther than any dragon had probably ever been before, she realized. Right now all she wanted was a good home. So she swam up a little waterfall and, well, she went to the only place she could ever think of. Her old home. And just like that, she felt happy, swimming in the little lake that she loved once when she was little. And there Grape was, watching her floundering like a fish. I wish I knew how to swim, she confessed. There was her old home, draped in ivy. And just like that, she changed her name to Dapple. And she said, let's decorate. So, just like that, she took all of her knowledge on what decorating was. And, of course, like she had anything else to do, she decorated like the world depended on it. And oh, did she realize that she had some pretty good decorating skills when Grape couldn't even barely match hers. But for some reason she felt more happy here than when she was well fed in the palace. Here she could rely on herself and Grape, and she could always be with her friend. There's no silly rules to keep them in place. And they started even eating vegetarian. Well, I mean, Grape was always vegetarian, but Dapple had switched to meat, and she was trying to switch back. And Grape always encouraged her, no matter what. And she was always grateful for that. And whenever she got down, or even started to get down with a hint of disappointment or envy or embarrassment, Grape would always come, put her back up, unlike Crystal. The difference between people is sometimes way different. And Grape was one of those dragons who just cared. And they are still decorating. Decorating. She was just placing down the final decoration when she remembered. She needed, well, a fire pit. She wasn't used to being able to have fire, but now she did. She didn't have to learn. Anyways, done, she said to Grape. And together, they both agreed And it was, in fact, time to sleep. She had achieved her dream of becoming a guard, and she just loved it. And she could never, ever be happier in her life. The end. Thank you all for helping and or listening. The people that helped create this was XS Grapes Plays 2011 XX, who played Grape from Part 1 and Part 2. Lilabelle 22 Foxy played Pacific in the first one. Speedy Bunny 242 was Pacific in the second one, but we decided not to do that one because we couldn't find Pacific like halfway through the second one. Thank you for everyone who helped. That means all the extras that I didn't get the usernames of. Also, Crystal, I didn't get your username, but you know you're out there. And Crystal really is a nice person. She was reluctant to become the bully at first because she thought it would impact her socially on Wings of Fire, but she eventually agreed, and she wanted me to tell every one of you that she's actually a very good person and she would never do something like this in real life. Remember, this is all acting, but some of the intentions are true. Thanks for watching, and I hope you find another story from me soon.